Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I've been seeing synchronicities and number sequences almost on a regular basis. Every time I look at a specific place that has numbers or letters, they all seem to form either different numerical patterns that pop out at me or words, right? And I take that as confirmation to what it is that my thoughts that I entertain, the internal nudges that I receive, the guidance that I heed, the wisdom and the knowledge that I use in order to gain more clarity so that when I use my discernment, it's, stronger, more on point, and geared toward me specifically and my journey. And through my enlightenment, my nudges, my whispers, my guidance, I received messages not only for me, but for you too. And the last message that I received before I started filming this today was the numbers 1111 on the clock when I picked up the phone, right? And that to me has confirmation and warnings all at the same time. And, don't misunderstand me. All I mean is that we're walking or entertaining or very much in collective energy of, right? The veil being very thin, and what it is that our thoughts are processing, what our emotions are feeling, the direction in which we are migrating is seen clearly from the other side, and you too could be receiving more intensified messages or signs or signals, right? Especially if you're on the verge of, waking up, if you're on the beginning of your journey of questions, right? Of wanting to know more. And when you entertain positive, forward thinking, innovative, solution based, scenarios, then you're taking a positive thought that was divinely guided to you, right? And you're expanding on it by looking toward what solutions could be presented. And sometimes it's the simplest, smallest thing, and it's always, or most always, overlooked, right? And that could be something that could be popping out at you, like an epiphany, if you will. And on the opposite side, if you're in a position where you think that there's limited opportunities or potential or space or whatever fear-based or anxious-based or reluctant-based energy may be trapping you, right? That's just an illusion that your mind is creating because of how you could have been taught to understand or accept or resonate with or even align with the energy that you may rather feel, right? And that is no one's fault, right? It wasn't intentional. I don't believe that our parents told us to suck it up, right? Or to hold it back or to keep it in. I think that that's what their parents told them. And I think that there was a very large fear-based reason for that. And that was because, suppression was extremely choking at that time. And I'm talking like 2, 3, maybe even 4 generations ago. Because whether you realize it or not, people either migrate with, toward, or for, on the opposite, away from, a different mindset, entirely adopted, right? Like polar opposites from what it is that they were shown, right? Through example by maybe, older members of their family unit that instilled some type of value. Good, bad, wrong, right, doesn't really matter. What matters today is that we all have the opportunity to control our destiny. And when we entertain positivity, it gives us more of an opportunity to see real solutions or real epiphanies or real remembrance, right, of maybe a time that you once forgot or left in a fragmented piece somewhere, that your higher self knew that there'd be a time you would need that and left it in a place that just might pop out at you. So don't get startled if something new comes your way. Embrace it as a new opportunity, a more cultivated, advanced level, right, on your journey of awareness, ascension, and forward motion. And when you're right at the doorway, right at the cusp, and you're thinking whether or not you're strong enough, you are. If you're brave enough, you are. And if you're worthy enough, you most definitely are. Because every light energy that has come here to Earth has come here to be the best version that they could possibly be, to add to the collective consciousness, not just one type of experience or energy, but a diversified. And that's where everyone comes into play. And that's where everyone is needed to stand up and to remember that they hold everything that they need, you need, inside of you. So if you share my video, if you share my words, my thoughts, my positive energy, make sure that when you do it with a smile and that you hold love in your heart. Because the best way to get a message to another is through a space that is authentic and unique and fully understood, that it's coming from a place of love and light. Even if whatever it is that you illuminate doesn't quite sit with another energy or even with your own because of an outdated belief, you're much better than that. And everyone has the opportunity to find the value in every life experience, no matter how great or how small. Because each experience cultivates us to be where we are today, with an open mind, a loving heart, a forward motion, a pep in our step, a smile on our face, right? And the willingness to stand up time and time again, brush ourselves off, and continue with love and light, knowing that nothing is happening to hurt, harm, or hinder when it comes from the divine. And if an obstacle is put there, it's because you already knew that it was an experience that another, or even somewhere down your line, you would need to cultivate in order to recognize, to remember, to be able to find the solution that just might pop up right before your eyes. So keep in mind, we cultivate our future by the thoughts we entertain, by the motion in which we go. And when the veil is so very thin The universe believes what it is that you're doing as what it is that you're intending, what it is that you want. No matter how close or how far off your contracted, destined path you may be willing or unwillingly walking to or away from. So keep that in mind with every choice and every decision. Is it one to serve self, or is it one to serve the entirety, where with universal knowledge, wisdom, and insight comes personal, spiritual development and growth? My lovely collective, no matter where you may find yourself, I am your companion, your ally, your friend, your liaison. And I am here to aid, to remind, and to energize your energy. And maybe, who knows, all it might take is one static electric shock. I'm not saying rub balloons on you and then, see if it sticks to your head or not. But what I'm saying is that remembrance and understanding, recognition, and the ability to lead in the direction in which your inner compass is presenting your north to be is always a very energized, vibrant, bright place, space. Incorporate that into your timeline. Imagine how much fun we can have when we can only have to worry about play. I know that's not possible, but you know what? I want to play all the time, so I try to make sure that I do that as often as I can. And whether you're here playing with me, quite physically or not, thank you for playing with me by sending your energy about. Love and light, peace and joy. And remember, I have lots of insights and lots of experiences that I've overcome. And my position here is to take everything that I've gained and everything that I've learned and pass it willingly, freely, to each and every light essence that is ready to feel, to hear, to see, and to energize, to vibrate, to be the best version they could be. You could be. Read my books. Take a better look at what I've endured. Give me a text. Call me for a partnership. Because I am quite positive that right now, in today's day and age, that it is a perfect opportunity to make our unified efforts that interconnectedly affect positively everyone, everywhere. Right? That collective energy thing, uplifting us along the way. It's benefit, benefit, benefit. Love and light. And keep your intentions light and bright. Blessed be.